No, I can't.
Okay. We're here.
Okay, we're here.
Okay, go down.
A little bit of a technical difficulty. Sorry about that. Again, we miss you and we hope you enjoyed the video. Wanted to start off and let you know that we don't have any new updates from the governor at this point in time. So at whatever point we receive that information, we will certainly share it with you. And I wanted to just give you one quick reminder, and that is about lunches. If you have called in and have not picked up your lunches 2 days in a row, we are going to take you off that list because we have had people working really hard coming in to prepare those, and we've had a lot of people not picking those up. So 2 days in a row, and we're going to take you off the list. We can certainly put you back on, but you'll have to make a call for that. And just a reminder also that we are delivering lunches or having those available Monday through Thursday, and on Thursday we will also include Friday's breakfast and lunch in that. So at this point I'm going to turn it over to our principals.
All right, good morning District 289 families and friends. It's been a week or so since we've touched base with everybody, so we wanted to get together again this week. And we are going to go over some things that we've previously gone over, but just as reminders of what students should be doing at home. And we're also going to be answering your questions that you've submitted or that we can see as they come in. We'll do our best that we can to do that. So the first thing I want to do is thank everybody again for all of your support, and that includes teachers and parents and students in trying to make this as successful as we possibly can while we're at home doing remote learning. I wanted to start by reviewing the 3 requirements that are for Blackstone. And the reason I'm going to do that is because there still seems to be questions, and we still have some people that are not doing any of these things. So I just want to make sure everybody's very clear on what the 3 things are, the 3 requirements for Blackstone. I just want to also remind you that just because our buildings are closed, school is not closed. So we need to continue to keep learning at home and do these things. Our first requirement is attendance. And we have students that should be logging on daily. The K1 level with parent help, of course, or a caregiver's help, should be logging into Google Classroom to do the question of the day for attendance. Attendance is being taken every single day by teachers, and we are entering that into Teacher Ease. So it's very important that you do that. This should only take about 2 minutes to do each day. You can do this from your phone. We've had some parents say that they only have one device at home, so it's hard to balance between multiple kids. This can be done through a phone as well, but attendance should only take you just a couple minutes to do. If you've not been doing this every day, your child's been marked absent. If you're having trouble with the attendance piece, please just reach out and ask us. We've had some people that have had difficulties, and teachers have made other accommodations for those families and how they can check in daily to check in with the teacher, and we can mark them present. The second requirement for Blackstone are the paper packets, and this has not changed since the day we left school. The packets are set up to have 5 sheets per day, and students should be completing the 5 sheets each day. It's perfectly fine to do a couple at a time and take a break and come back and finish them. The worksheets are set up to do a variety of different activities. It's not just all writing. There's cutting and gluing and coloring and different things that we want students to keep practicing as well to strengthen those fine motor skills. The package shouldn't take any more than 30 minutes. And again, like I said last time, if this is taking your child longer or it's become an issue, please reach out to your child's teacher and let them know, because we'll be happy to work with you. You know, I've had some parents say that we're sitting at the table for hours doing packets. That's not what you should be doing. Those 5 pages should not take you 3 hours to do. They would not take your child that long in school to do. So if there's an issue like that, once again, please reach out to the teacher or myself, and we can help you figure that out. The third requirement is MobyMax, and that is our online program that we're doing reading and math with on a daily basis. The students should have completed their placement test last week in reading and math, and that was done to determine your child's individual level. The thing we like about MobyMax is, the thing we like about MobyMax is that it is at your child's own level. So if your child's higher than their grade level right now, they're getting work at a higher level, or if they're lower, it's going down to their level as well. Our K-1 students right now this week, after taking the placement test, they're only being asked to be on MobiMax for a total of 20 minutes for the whole entire day. 10 minutes in any reading area if their placement test is done, and 10 minutes in math in any area as long as their placement test is done. If you log in and your child can't get to anything except 2 of the apps, that's because I've locked them out of everything until they can do their placement test. And once they do those placement tests, they'll be able to get back in and choose the games that they want to do. There are lots of other areas in MobiMax that you'll see. There's science and social studies. None of that stuff is required, but after your child does the 10 minutes in reading and 10 minutes in math, if that is something you want your child to do or your child wants to do, that's totally fine. I'm going to be honest, we don't feel like asking students to do 10 minutes in reading and 10 minutes in math is too much to ask. Even if you have one device, that's all that they need to be on there. I know students are used to being on PlayStations, Xbox, tablets, iPads, and things like that for much longer periods of time. So again, we're just asking for a total of 20 minutes on MobiMax each day. All right, one of the questions that I've had is if the extra area or the extra special areas teachers' work is required. So meaning music, PE, and STEAM, because they are pushing out things. Our special area teachers have done a phenomenal job of providing classroom resources to our students for their area and their parents. These are not required on a regular basis, but I do encourage you, because there's some great fun and engaging activities out there, I do encourage you to check into those things. And maybe when there's no school work to do on Friday, that could be part of your Fun Fridays as well, just to kind of check some of those things out to have your student participate in that. So, once again, our 3 things, Monday through Thursday: attendance, 2 minutes, 5 pages in the packet, and the third thing is MobiMax for a total of 20 minutes. Those are the 3 requirements that we have. And just a reminder, for Friday, you do not have to check in for attendance, okay? I think we said that the last time that we had gotten together. The next,
For enrichment and makeup work.
yeah. Fridays are also used for enrichment and makeup work as well if you haven't had some things completed, or to look at other fun things to do. So we are now in the 4th quarter, and this work does count towards your child's grades. Once again, our buildings are closed, but school is not. We do have to finish the year strong. So I can't stress enough that this work needs to be completed by our students. You may be wondering how we're going to be taking grades, and that is something that we're currently talking with our teachers about and setting up a universal cohesive system within the district that we're talking with teachers about. But I can tell you for 4th quarter at Blackstone, what students are going to be graded on, a piece of that is attendance and their ability to check in with the teacher one way or another every single day. That will be part of it. Completed packets are going to be turned in soon for teachers to go through, and they will be entering grades into Teacher Ease for those packet completions. And also MobiMax grades will be taken and entered into Teacher Ease as well. Teachers are actively tracking daily student progress and the amount of time spent in MobiMax. We have teachers keeping charts of each student's progress, and teachers will be grading on daily participation and looking for that 10 minutes in reading and that 10 minutes in math. So in order for your child to get the grade in the grade book that is complete, you need to have your child doing that, because that is something that we are tracking. It's very important. Students not doing the work, we have reached out to parents. I've called parents, I've emailed parents, teachers have called parents, and we have some students that are sporadically doing things, but we really need to get students consistently doing these 3 things every single day. For those students not doing the work, we are looking at, and we will be looking at, individual programming for these students, whether that be July or August or next fall, what that would look like for your child if they've not completed this work while we've been out of school. If you have any questions on any of that at any time, please let us know. At Blackstone, we know that our packets will be running through about the last week of April, the packets that you currently have. And we do have a next drive up scheduled if needed. We're waiting, like Dr. Spool said, a word from the governor on if we will have a return date. If we are not going to have a return date, we are going to have our next packet pickup on Monday, April 27th from 10 to 1, and Tuesday, April 28th from 1 to 3 o'clock. Again, that would be Monday, April 27th from 10 to 1, and Tuesday the 28th from 1 to 3. At this packet pickup time, we're also going to ask parents to return completed packets that are finished. Please have your students write their first and last name on each of the packets so we know who they belong to as we're gathering them during that pickup line, and as we go back to sort them later to make sure we know who they belong to. If you still have an unfinished packet at that time, leave it at home and you can complete it and we'll get it at the next pickup. If you have 2 out of the 3 done, bring us the 2 at that time so teachers can start grading them and get those grades into the grade book. You'll also be picking up new packets if we need this time. You will be able to return library books from the Media Center if you are finished with them. All Blackstone students should have 2 library books at home, and they will be able to return those if they're finished. If you're not finished and you continue to want to keep them at home for now, that is fine as well. Also, last time at the packet pickup, I sent a message out to parents if anyone was needing supplies, pencils, crayons, or anything. Please let me know ahead of time and I'll make sure that those supplies are in your packet when you pick it up so you have those materials at home. And also at the pickup, we will be passing out information on registration for the 2020-2021 school year. That sounds so weird to say, 2020-2021. We'll put information in your packets that you'll pick up, how to go online and register your student for next year. That's all I have for now.
All right. I'm going to go over the requirements for Lincoln School and a few other pieces of information. Lincoln School students should be logging in every day to Google Classroom and answering their teacher's question of the day. That is how we take attendance. So if you are not taking attendance and if you're not logging in and you miss 3 days in a row, then we're going to start making phone calls to make sure to see if everything is okay, or do you need help or assistance with getting into Google Classroom. So that's very important. That just keeps us aware that you're doing well, and then if you have any questions for the teacher, that would be a time to post it in Google Classroom as well. We would like for you to focus on the packet once again. The packets are laid out where you should only have to do a few sheets every day, and then each student does have a MobiMax account that we ask you to log in and take the assessment if you haven't already, and then work on the language arts and math modules through MobiMax. And just like Blackstone, it shouldn't be that much time out of the day. I know it's frustrating and difficult sometimes when you're working and trying to juggle your own students and your own jobs at home, but 45 minutes to an hour. If the student would like to do more, we encourage that as well. And 15-20 minutes of reading every day in a book, or anything that the child likes if you don't have a book available. But if you have any questions, please reach out to your teacher, whether it's through the Remind app or Seesaw or email or any other Google Classroom or any other mode of communication. And if you have questions for me, it would be best to email me. I do check the phone messages at the school 2 or 3 times a week, so if it's something you need me to address sooner than later, email is the best route. And I know some have been emailing Lincoln's secretary, Mrs. Knaff, that's okay too. Her and I talk every day, so if there's something that she needs me to be aware of or to help out with, that's another way of communicating with us. Packets, the same time as Blackstone, our new packet pickup, April 27th from 10 to 1 and April 28th from 1 to 3. And just like Blackstone, that's a great time to drop off any completed work that you have at home, return any library books. I know some teachers sent books home from their own collection. That would be a good time to drop them off as well. And make sure, make sure the names are on the packets so we know which box to put it in and sort it out for the teacher. And then registration packets will be going home at that time as well. And if you have any questions on that registration, please let us know and we'll be happy to give you a call and help you and answer any of your questions. Just like Blackstone, Mrs. Kelly mentioned, we'll be using these packets as well to take grades. So it's very important that the students do the work and try their best as they can on it. The last thing I have is about Zoom meetings. I know my teachers have been having Zoom meetings with their students once or twice a week just to catch up and say hi and continue those connections. I encourage everybody to take part in that. However, if a student has a question for a teacher, they should not be sending a Zoom invite to their teacher. As fun as that is, and cute as it is, I think it would be more appropriate if the student used their M289 email, or again, ring the Remind app, or however you're communicating with your teacher. Use those methods, and instead of the Zoom platform. If you want your child to have Zoom meetings with their classmates and friends, I strongly recommend that they use maybe your email or their own personal email for those meetings and not the M289 email that we assign them. But we would appreciate that. Again, if you have any questions for me, please email me, or you can call the school or let Mrs. Knaff know. Stay in contact with your teachers, but please know we're here to help you, and we're happy to do so, but we can't help you if you don't ask, so please reach out.
Hi everyone. I'm kind of going to round it all up with pretty much the same as the other two schools. What we're really trying to do is have a unified grading system, attendance system, K-8, so that it looks the same for everybody, especially if you have multiple students in multiple buildings. Attendance expectations at Northbrook, daily, Monday through Thursday. Fridays are for catching up, making up work, things like that, but they are Monday through Thursday expected to check in with their teachers. I apologize, one of the questions we did get was about being unaware of the Fridays, more or less our plan days for our teachers. I guess we said it last time on Facebook Live and we didn't put it out as an email. The teachers made the kids aware of it. So to all of the parents, Fridays are e-planning days for the teachers, but students can still go on MobyMax. They just don't have to check into a Google Classroom if that was the expectation prior, but they can use that time to make up any work. I wrote this before we were getting all the questions. If you are having any technical difficulties with with a Google Classroom, with your kids' email, with MobyMax, there's a lot of different things you can do. On MobyMax, there's a help button. It's literally in the top right-hand corner. You can hit that and send a question. They have been phenomenal helping us out. Whether it's the device, I can't speak to that. We've used all Chromebooks and laptops, and I've had very few reports, but maybe people just aren't telling us. So I would start with the help button, and then after that, I would definitely email a teacher. If it's 6th through 8th grade, pick one, it doesn't matter. And if it's a K-5 teacher, just email the classroom teacher and say, this is what's happening on MobyMax. We can help you, but truly, your best bet, because it's coming from your home and your device, it might just be your technical difficulty. So that is going to be where MobyMax is going to want to start you out with. You can call our schools, our school phone numbers. Everything is on the website and ways to handle it. So please, just know that we're here to help. We don't want you to be having those technical difficulties. So another MobyMax question, are parents being notified if students aren't checking in? You have access to your child's account by using their username and password. Each teacher or grade level has assigned those differently. All you have to do is ask, and you can be on your child's account. It's as easy as that. You can see what they're doing and how much they're doing. As far as the teachers reaching out, again, that grading system is going to come into place next week. It's going to be a complete or an incomplete. What it's probably going to look like on the report card is a green check and a red X. So that red X means that they did not complete the directive given by the teacher. And so you can ask any teacher anytime, how is my child doing? They are waiting for those questions. They want those questions. I see Mrs. Perryman just put out, please feel free to email your teachers with any questions you may have. They are sitting, that's what they're waiting for. They want to help. So reach out and ask those questions. But you have access to your child's account. All you have to do is get those codes. If your child won't give them to you, I would ask the teacher. Or email me. I have them all.
When you log in as a parent, it's the same username and password that your child uses when they log in as a student. So, again, if they won't give it to you, we can.
Yep, absolutely. We are, let's see. Okay, the other MobyMax question is, if a student doesn't complete 20 minutes one day, can they do 40 minutes the next day? Each grade level is different. I know the 7th grade teachers are letting you know the next day, hey, you only did so many minutes. You've got to keep going. Most of our teachers, I'm going to tell you, are grading on Fridays on their e-planning days. So if they've told you you have to do 80 minutes a week and those 80 minutes aren't complete by Friday, they're probably going to let you know before they put that grade in. So please look at that. I don't think anybody wants you to, is forcing that 30 minutes or whatever a day, but they are going to let the kids know you did not do the required amount. It's imperative that the kids keep up with this and they keep those brains going. And we will keep that, again, cohesive grading system together. So I want to talk about 8th grade graduation. Okay, so we don't know what's going to happen or what it's going to look like. I spoke with the high school and they're kind of in the same boat and we're not really sure, but we did make a decision this week. If you are the parent of an 8th grader, and we're going to send this out via email, we're going to order those gowns, okay? We're going to order the red graduation gowns. We don't know what this is going to look like, but we're certainly going to do something special to honor your child because it's so very important. And we've been thinking about them and we've been thinking about this and I don't know what it's going to look like, but they are going to be wearing a red gown in whatever it looks like. We're placing the order. We have the forms here if you need them. I can email it to you, scan it and email it to you. Most of you should have it at home, but if you have it at home and the money, please mail it to us. We're getting our mail. I'm trying to remember to go to the post office. I'm going to do that today. 1804 Giles Avenue in Mendota. Mail that in. Email us. Say, I definitely want a gown. We are going to make something happen. It'll be fabulous. We promise you, 8th graders. You are on our mind every single day. Let's see. Okay. Registration forms for Northbrook are going to come home in 2 different ways because we don't have packet pickups at Northbrook. You are going to get an email, but you're also going to get it mailed home. It's going to be 2 pieces of paper. One is the directions One is the directions on how to fill out the registration, and one is the medical form. And so those will be mailed to your homes, but you're also going to get them via email. That'll be next week. Students, a lot of you guys are emailing your teachers and asking for paper copies. We really want you to work online. 8th graders, you're not doing Moby Max so much, just a little bit, and a lot of the stuff's online. Stick with that online. We're really trying to keep the social distancing, meaning that a teacher send in to the secretary or me, or they come in, they make those copies and they get them to the kids. Stick with the online format. If it's hard for you, and we're trying to adapt to all learners, if it's hard for you, tell the teacher. They are willing to work with you and make those accommodations online just for everybody's safety and health. I want to, I'm making sure that I'm answering all of the questions that were asked. I want to make sure that we address the Chromebooks coming in and out of the building. If you need a Chromebook, you can still ask. Right now we're out. And so it won't be until next week that we're able to, that we are able to help you out with those Chromebooks. So keep calling the office and leave a message, and we will call you when we have it in. I feel like I'm done. Do I feel like I'm done?
I saw one of the questions on there about Moby Max, or one of the things mentioned was that the questions are too low of a level for your child. Please reach out to teachers. If the questions are too low, or if the questions are too high and it's too difficult for your child, please reach out to the teachers, because we can assign certain things and see if we can change some things in the settings for your child to try to challenge them. And we also, on the other hand, don't want it to be so hard that they can't complete things. So again, please reach out to your teachers and let them know. I had a question of requesting a library book to see if we have it. Dawn, if there's something specific that you're looking for, just reach out, maybe shoot me an email or give me a call. I'll be back in the office after this, and I'd be happy to help you track down a certain book if that's what you're looking for. I'll try my best. I wanted to mention kindergarten registration. Incoming kindergarten registration. I posted something last night on our Facebook page, and we are starting to get ready for, this is not how we intended to do our registration for incoming kindergartners. With the situation that we're in, this is something we're going to have to do differently this year. So kindergarten registration for 2020-2021, we are going to be passing out registration folders with kindergarten information in them next week. Those dates are Tuesday, April 21st from 4 to 6 o'clock, and Thursday, April 23rd from 11 to 1 o'clock. Again, April 21st from 4 to 6, and April 23rd from 11 to 1. We're going to do this, pass out the registration folders like we've done with the packets. We're just going to have parents drive through that north parking lot at Blackstone, and you'll just pull up. You don't even need to get out of your car, and we are going to bring you a registration folder out to your car and pass it off to you so you can begin to complete that process at home online. And I ask that you please spread the word. Normally we pass out flyers to preschools throughout the community and different things, but obviously we're not able to do that. So I'll be sending emails and phone calls and text messages out to current district families in case you have kindergartners. It's on our Facebook page. It'll be on our web page. And I just ask that you please help spread the word to those in our community that you know that have a kindergartner coming next year. I would appreciate your help with that.
And just a reminder for Lincoln Schools packet pickup, it'll be just the same process as we did the last time. Just come around and drive up and pull up to the school side of the block. I believe that's the east side of the block, and we'll have volunteers to come up to your car and take anything away from you that you want to turn in, and we will go get your child's packet and then bring it to the car, so you don't have to get out of the car as well. And if you have any questions, you know, that would be another time to ask any of them questions as well. So.
And again, we want to thank everybody for being patient. We know this has been an extremely difficult process. We're well aware. We understand that frustrations are high and that there's a lot of questions, and we just want you to know we are here to support you. Nothing we are doing or planning on doing is punitive or to hurt kids or any of those questions you may have. We want everybody to move forward and just keep moving forward. And as questions arise, please ask. We're certainly here to help. We're very grateful for the people that are all behind the scenes helping out. Administratively, we're meeting weekly to make sure that we're all on the same page and making sure that the district is doing things all very much alike. And we want to do that to help you out. Again, if you have any questions, you can call any building and leave a message. You can email any building principal, and you can also email any teacher. They are there to help you, and they want to help you.
Yes, we know it's hard, and we want you to know we're here to support you. We care about the kids. We want to do what's best for the kids, so please don't hesitate to ask for help.
Yes, please let us know how we can help.
And on the topic of help, I also want to remind everyone that we know that people are going through a difficult time. We're going through a difficult time. You know, you're probably tired of hearing the words uncharted territory. You know, we don't know what's going to come. We're waiting for the governor to give guidance. As of right now, our return date is scheduled to be May 1st. You know, but we certainly don't know what changes might be coming with that. But if there are other needs that you have and struggles that you're having at home, please don't hesitate to reach out. Our social workers are available, our guidance counselor, our building administrators, and myself. Please reach out to any of us if there are other struggles that you're having as well. And we know that we shared a lot of information with you today, as always on our Facebook Live posts. But I want to let you know that we're also going to send out an email through Teacheries today with this same information about packet pickup and drop off and registration and kindergarten registration and so forth. So that will be forthcoming. We hope that you're all doing well, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye. Take care. Stay healthy.